Remember to shout out on the chat if you haven't said anything so we know you're there so we can add you to the drawing. You know what I'm saying? Ready?
Now I am now.
Sounded like Pauly Shore. I don't know what was going on there for. All right, here we go. We're hitting it. Surprise, motherfucker.
No. Oh, Lawa. Who did that? There's been an awakening.
Oh, motherfucking yeah.
Felt it.
I don't know where to put this empty bottle.
Hello, what have we here?
Amber's on.
Amber's always on.
You guys play the Battlefront 2 beta. Yes, we're going to be getting into that this episode.
It's going to be Triggered Squad Pod about
stay
that.
tuned.
Hello there.
Looking.
Fucking hell.
Found someone you have, I would say.
May the force be with us. Fucking A.
Good day, Galaxy, you star whores. What's going on, Rogue Squadron Podcast? I'm Mopar.
I'm Commander Cody.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We've got an extra special episode this evening. We're doing a giveaway. So stay tuned if you're with us live, which there are many of you guys because everybody's hard on for Rex over here. We do have Black Series Rex that we're giving away. So please say something in the chats if you are live with us so we can add you to the drawing here. Like once again, Rogue Squadron Podcast.
Yeah. Shout the hell out.
Shout the
so
hell
we know
out.
that you're there so we can add you to the random drawing. But
And even outside
I'm
of
just geeked as hell about this.
even outside of the drawing stuff, fucking shout out to us. We like to hear who and why is everything.
Don't say anything. I'm pissed about it.
So good day, Galaxy.
I just have to say, I'm just really happy that I ended up nabbing 2 of these because it's one of the best Black Series that I've ever seen in my life.
Why would you say that?
Well, all the Black Series are supposed to be a little higher quality than the normal toys, which they usually are. But sometimes they make them look goofy as fuck, especially with their faces. Like there can be times where like Obi-Wan's face just does not look, just some random old dude with the beard. Does not look anything like Obi-Wan. This guy actually looks like an old version of Jango Fett because they used Tamara Morrison's thing. It's just, it's a great figure.
Box is cool.
It's got accessories. He's got his double pistols. He's got the big rifle thing. His helmet comes off. He's got his little
Broken squad pod.
fucking broken Rex now. What? Eric Sylvie.
Welcome. What's up, Eric? Welcome. Yeah, Rex, the Black Series Rex, and it looks dirty, dude. He looks fucking badass. It's a good.
I'm always in love with the clones, man.
Sorry,
Always.
we're looking at it ourselves, but giveaway squad pod here.
We're trying to keep it.
Well,
Nicole.
Commander already has one, so we're gonna be
Hell yeah.
giving this one to you, turds.
Yeah. So stay tuned. We'll do that in a little bit. So what's been going on? We're in person. It's not
Welcome.
been happening lately.
Yeah.
It's a good occurrence.
Yeah.
It's fun shit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I'm ready for that beer right now.
All right. Well, as we get this stuff
I'm
set up,
thirsty squad pod right now.
head on over to, if you haven't already, Patreon page, patreon.com/Rogue Squad Pod. All we're asking, we broke it down.
Not even
Buy
asking.
us 1 beer a month.
1 beer a month.
1 month. Let's call it
month.
$5. $5 a month. You can buy us each a beer. A beer.
A beer, McLovin.
And it could keep us lubed up and happy and excited for future endeavors. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
The loot is the important part. It's hard to do episodes without that.
We appreciate everybody that's been over there. We do have a special message board for our Patreon members. So on a regular basis, we're chatting with our Patreons.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Patrons. Patronizers. Patronese. Patty mayonnaise.
I didn't yeah. Yep.
So, like I said, Rogue Squad Pod on Patreon. You can search it, find us, send us a couple of Dateries, Republic credits,
a couple dick pics.
and it goes a long way. We appreciate it greatly.
Makes us feel all warm and fuzzy.
It makes me get
Hammered.
happy, hammered. Perfect. So we're gonna be busting into the Rogue Squadron.
Are you pouring this thing out or no?
I don't think so.
Man, you never pour shit out.
No, this is a pretty.
Got to use the Thrones, man. Got to use the Thrones mug.
So we're breaking into our beer review here. We've got the Luxon from Actual Brewing, which is local to Columbus. One of our favorite local breweries. Last year they did a collaboration with a beer with us for Rogue One. We did it Rouge One, and it was delicious. They're great sports, good beer risers.
And that, if you're in Columbus and you like that and you have that, or you didn't get it and you want to, They only made that once. It was just that night, and it was half a keg, so it was gone. And like I think we drank the whole thing before anybody got any. But Land Grant has something called the One Rye, One Goal, One Ride. It's a rye IPA, and it sounds just the same. It sounds just the same.
It tastes just the sounds. Fuck. Nicole said, "Star whore right here."
They did it again.
That's ridiculous.
Star whore right here. Nicole's always here. Awesome.
Shout out to everybody who's live with us. That looks like water.
It does.
It looks like water. Like
because the glass itself is already amber, so it looks like there's nothing in there.
Yeah, I got mine in a can. We need to get that Patreon up to 66. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what the goal should be. I'm going to change that actually.
Patreon 66. This is going to be a really refreshing beer. I think we've both had this.
This is one of their best, man.
It's a very drinkable. It's a golden saison, 5.6% alcohol.
It's got goddamn Ramses on the cover.
And it says this luxurious golden saison ale is gilded with the precious, what is that word? Phenolics and esters. They're making shit up.
Time to do research, Squad Pod.
Chemistry
I'm not
Squadron.
going to do it. I actually don't want to do it.
So, well, let's just cheers.
Probably just a type of hops, maybe. I don't know.
Squadrons.
That was the quietest cheers ever.
Ooh, it's
different than what we had earlier, but it's so good.
So the one thing I've noticed greatly with Actual is their malt is so prominent in all of their beers. It's like, and it's not even like an issue. I love tasting them. It's not, right. But you can definitely taste it in all of their beers. Like that's the core of all it. It must be the type of malt they use.
This is
the Toasty Roasties.
Toasty Roasties. When someone explained to me the bubblegum character of certain beers, this is the first beer that I had where I actually got that feeling when we had it.
Bubblegum and banana.
Yeah, and the mouthfeel. Like, people don't talk about mouthfeel that much unless they're like legit fucking beer risers. And we don't really know what we're talking about most of the time. But this has a great mouthfeel. It feels like you're chewing bubblegum and drinking beer at the same time. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. No, this is a very drinkable saison. Very refreshing. It's not too overpowering. It's very blended good. I quit. Guys, going home. Gotta go home. Time to leave. Very blended good. Man. I'm very, very happy with this beer. Transmute a golden treasure into yourself. I don't know. They're using a lot of big words there. A lot more people here.
They're poetryizing for that shit.
Poetryizing.
Did you say alcohol content and all that fun stuff?
Listen, Commander.
What?
That was a haiku. Oh, welcome, guys.
Tommy Boy was partied out today.
Yeah.
We had too much.
Too much last night. Not enough.
Too much. All right, this is delicious. I'm going to say it's a 3-star beer because I love it.
Oh, I was going to say 2.
That's true.
No,
I got way too excited about it.
It doesn't blow me away, but it is extremely drinkable. I
don't know. It's like one of the best saisons I've ever had.
Yeah, it's not.
Not that I'm a saison connoisseur of sorts.
It's got like a Michael Jackson tight-fitted, lustrous.
It's Ramses
on the front here. Yeah, it's good. It's very drinkable. It's not too high in alcohol. It's not too low. It's kind of just a good average.
It's really good.
Yeah, I'm definitely not giving it a 3 though.
Conflicted.
Really? You think it's that good? Maybe sit on it. I try to. Hey. Oh Jesus! Partied out, man.
You like let out a Force Ghost with your burp. That's what that sounded like.
Yeah.
The ball.
Awesome.
All right. For the sake of agreement, I'll go down to a 2, and we'll agree.
Zach Merritt, who is a patron of ours, says, "Sorry guys, I can only afford 1 PBR a month."
That's fine.
And we'll drink it. We'll take it.
He's always got Miller in stock, and that's pretty much the same price. So
we appreciate it. We do appreciate it. Awesome. Now we do want to also let you guys know, if you're local to Columbus, December 15th is going to be our episode 8 event. We were shooting for Thursday. We got bumped to Friday. It almost works better because we're going to be doing a larger party, and with people's work weeks, it should be a little more better for
Yeah,
them.
people like to party a little bit more on a Friday, which is cool. And everyone that's, I think we'll catch more people that maybe aren't extreme diehard fans, but still love Star Wars, and maybe convert them into a deeper love of the fandom, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
See if I can.
What are you talking about?
I know. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hold it. Hold up.
Hold up.
Down. Sorry. Yeah, so this is the info and shit that we have going on. So it'll be the 15th.
Dog!
Wow, we hit 700 people, and we haven't promoted this yet. Just keep that in mind.
700 people are interested in our event, and we haven't done anything with it yet.
If you're, we did get confirmation. We're doing a beer again, a custom beer. It's with Land Grant this time.
Land Grant, guys, we are so excited. And we just got done talking about
brewery.
Actual brewing, and they were great sports, and it was awesome. We went with Land Grant this time just to switch things up.
We'll have to do a new one every year.
Man, Land Grant's humongous. It's a
Seventh
great
Son,
beer.
I'm looking at you.
Seventh
for
Son.
The Han Solo film. Smugglers.
Rejoice.
I was trying to think of a beer name.
Smuggler's Sweat.
Smuggler Stout. There you go. Smuggler Stout. So this is the info. So everything's happening on the Facebook event. So if you haven't already clicked that interested or going button, make sure you do that. You'll get all the updates because we will be dishing stuff out because we don't know 100% about the movie. If you're listening live with us right now, the trailer is supposed to air in 2 days on October 9th, Monday Night Football halftime. So once that comes out, tickets will actually be on sale. And then we'll know a little bit more about like show times and stuff like that.
We will be selling special tickets for our event, and it'll include a showing. So keep that in mind if you guys are already going. We already have 92 people that have said are going, and 700 more that said, yeah, we'll probably fucking be there.
Yeah.
So it will be a special ticket prices for that event on that Friday. Just stay tuned. We'll be releasing ticket prices and all that once we get that stuff squared away.
And if you guys have been to our other...
you always say other weird, and I want to stab you in the head.
How do I say other?
Other. That's how you say it. And,
If you have been to our other...
yeah, that's exactly how you
Or
say it.
our other events.
There's
you would
so
know.
many others.
Respect that woman.
Nah, there's other events. Other.
Sorry. Other.
Like a you. Other. You say other.
If you've been to our other events.
See?
Other. I
Other.
got you.
Or like there's an E in
Fucking
it.
man,
Other.
Han in hand. You can do it. I can say whatever I want.
Whoever says hand, turn this off. Han Solo.
His best friend fucking says hand.
I swear to God, if Snoke said your what does he say? Your father.
In the hands of your father.
Han Solo.
I would have lost it.
I would have just got up and walked out.
We should take Lando saying hand and put that over Snoke's thing in the hands of your father. Han Sala.
Han Sala. Sulu.
What was I?
Welcome.
What happened with the derailment of the grammar?
You said other.
Other. Yeah, if you've been to our other events, but where was I going with that? I had some important announcement to say.
Guys, this one's going to be the best one ever. So, other. Be there or be square. It's going to be at the Gateway Movie Cinema Film Center.
Filmway Gate Center.
This place is going to be packed. We got the 501st coming.
Fuck yeah.
We do have our 3 artist buddies that are going to be making it. So if you want some nice, awesome prints.
That's what I was going to say. And not only are they going to be there as usual, if you've been to our other events, you've seen
Other.
You've seen Ren and Mike and Matt, and hopefully bought some of their prints. They're making a custom
And Ren.
Last Jedi. I
say
said Ren.
Ren?
That was the first one I said.
I didn't hear
Ren's
that.
first in my list.
Why aren't the other ones first?
Fucking kill you, dude. That's like the name of it. How do I spell ether the way I say it?
It's like
If I spelled it out, it would look like ether.
You say E-O, other.
Outher.
All right.
I'm just
Move
outher.
on, move on.
Fucking
Time out,
anyways. The artists are making a custom Last Jedi poster. Everyone that buys a ticket is going to get one. It's going to be awesome. There's a preview on the Facebook event of Luke's face. I can't fathom fucking artists and how they design stuff and make it look so realistic.
How do you look at a blank piece of paper and just like, I know what the fuck I'm going to put on there? I
Right.
end up with a goddamn cartoon and there's a bunch of dicks on it and stuff. It's ridiculous.
Titman. Classic
Titman.
Titman.
Oh my God.
Oh, we found a random old folder of a bunch of bullshit from high school. Patrons are going to get, this is hilarious. I'm kind of embarrassed, but it's going to be funny. What are you doing?
Playing with toys.
Patrons are going to get a copy of a custom KOTOR screenplay that we wrote in high school. We were so obsessed with KOTOR, and that's all we could think about. And we decided to make I think it was like a prequel. Like we were going to write a movie that was between
Yeah.
Revan and Malik when You'll see Malik lose his jaw, and like Revan's in the Mandalorian Wars. It was supposed to be a prequel to KOTOR. So I wrote a whole fucking short film script. So I'm gonna upload that shit so everybody can read it and cringe.
That's for patrons only.
That might cause some patrons to leave. Actually, they probably don't want to see that shit.
I paid for what? Oh my god.
It was cool though. It was fun. I think it'll be interesting to read at the very least. So, oh shit, no one can see that. We're amazed at nothing.
Yeah,
that's a fun trick though. We're balancing beer cans on their angle.
How you can? Okay, guys.
Balance squad pod.
All right, everybody, shout out right now.
Yeah, if you haven't said anything, that means I don't have your name written down. So say something right now.
Say something.
Lots more people.
We're going to be getting into the actual drawing for the Black Series Rex. We're super excited because we love sending you guys shit. We do.
And it's fun. And like I said, this is one of my favorite Black Series that there has been. It's fairly exclusive, so it's kind of hard to nab. It was one of those fucking Hasbro ones where they said 2 per household. So we did the same thing when we got the Revan. So
Eric Sylvie's pulling out some high school shit over here.
Was that written after the Star Wars Trivia Day? I think it was probably before, during, and after that Star Wars Trivia Day.
Yeah.
But we found a folder of all the ridiculous things that we drew during that class, and you'll know with
it's unforgivable
us
things.
And Dan Villani just went crazy on some fucking stick figure madness.
So we do have to give a shout out. Eric Sylvie was in the chat with us. He actually went to high school with us back east of Cleveland. So
Cheers.
Yeah, it's awesome. I wish we were still friends, but we're not.
Yeah, I don't like him anymore. I'm pissed about it. Oh, guys.
So who do we got on the list so far? Because I want to make sure.
Yeah, so I don't want anyone to get missed out. We got Travis Dunn, Ryan Shannon, Darth Sakaris, Dakota Jones, Dustin Thompson, Josh Gardner, Elite Bricks.
Welcome.
Lego dude, I guess. Jake Smith, Amber, Eric, Sylvie, and Nicole said, I don't know.
Welcome.
Star Horse, she said.
Star Horse, here.
Yeah, so if you didn't hear your name, say some bullshit right now so we can pick this thing and we can send you this thing. Also got some pins and some stickers I'll send. And yeah.
Empty beer cans.
Empty beer. Yeah, I'll give you one empty beer can from all the reviews that we've done because they're all sitting over here.
A medical bill that I owe money on. Let's see what else I can send you.
Price for my tickets for Celebration from 2019.
A loofah. Used loofah. Wait.
Space loofah.
A space loofah.
You want to talk about anything else? Or are you ready to?
I say let's do the giveaway because these people have been patient enough getting through the beer review.
You guys were. It was awesome. All right, so like I said, I feel bad. I feel like I'm going to click the randomizer and someone's going to log in right after that.
We told them we're already running late.
We were way behind. So. You guys are patient as hell. All right, a few more seconds. Yell.
Handful of sneakers.
Handful of sneakers. Get me, wasn't paying attention. Good call.
He's already hammered. You had one fucking Miller Lite. Come on, handful.
I love it.
Space Lifa.
Space Lifa. 50 credits.
Credits.
All right. This is it, guys. I'm randomizing this shit. It's all on the list. You ready?
For the Captain Clone Rex. Let's do it.
Captain Clone Rex.
Captain
Rex clone.
Make it happen, Captain.
All right. Randomization happens in now. Amber.
Awesome.
Our Amber has won all the giveaways because when we did the May the 4th thing at Gateway, she won the first whole batch of prizes.
We've got the luckiest human being.
With the Drew Karpyshyn signed Revan book and all the rest of it. Or was it the Bane book?
It was the Revan book.
Revan book. Yeah.
It was the Revan book.
And the Star Wars on vinyl. She's got a whole entire room to fill with Star Wars merch.
So congratulations to Amber.
Amber. Fuck yeah. Good job. Congratulations.
Good job.
Good job. Yeah, you did.
They're
Yeah,
skillful.
you logged on. Good job logging on. So Amber wins the Clone Captain Rex. We'll make so PM us or email us with your address, and we'll ship this thing over to you with some stuff.
And or just fucking stop by because you're right down the street.
That's true. And since you're in Columbus, I'm sure we'll see you at the theater in 3 months. 2 months. 2 months. Yeah.
We got 2.
Holy shit.
Guys, we are so excited for
It's 9 weeks away, man.
Episode 8, man.
All right. Well, there you go. Captain Rex, man. All right, mother effers.
You only use a space loofah on your taint. Guys, Guys,
What?
we need to calm it down.
I'm okay
This
with the
isn't-
Taint Lufus.
This isn't Taint Squad Pod Scruffles.
Loose Scruffles. We're talking about Lufus the entire rest of the episode. All right, so we got some new things we're going to talk about. What? The big. Oh, nice. The big thing is.
Goddamn.
What is happening?
I'm still getting over my sickness, man.
Are you dying?
Squad Pod.
The more we record, the sicker he
I
gets.
just can't fucking live anymore. It's it's hot outside. It's sticky. I can't deal with it anymore. I need more beer. I'm hungover.
Oh my God.
Can't feel my legs. Okay,
Brian
guys.
Shannon said, Amber and Mihal, that's a funny way to pronounce my name.
Good one. Good one. Good one.
I love it. You guys, you're gonna get you get something. By the way, if anyone is on here right now still and is triggered pissed about not getting the Rex, if you want anything, let us know. We got some stickers. We got some small Star Wars, like maybe some little Lego things or a Funko Pop here and there laying around that we could send out. So just let us know. Some comic books. We got some old comic books that have been read already. Vader and Maul and stuff.
that's something that we'll definitely do going forward for all the patrons. We'll start putting small stuff together and sending it out your way. You guys can do the same thing. Send us fucking cough drops and shit because I can't do any of this.
Mopar needs some Alka-Seltzer. All right, give me one of these.
3 out of 3. Are we settling on 3 out of 3 or you coming down?
I already went back down to 2.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, just to appease your ass.
Okay. You didn't have to, but it's the right thing to do. So
like
one
agreements.
last time, congrats to Amber. We're going to be trying to do a lot more giveaways for you guys because we love seeing you and sending you stuff.
Yeah, it makes me feel warm and fuzzy. And there'll be a good amount coming up because New York Comic Con's happening right now. They announced a few new Black Series figures. They released some bounty hunters in the last run or two. And now Dengar and Forlom are added to the mix if you guys are fans of the bounty hunters in episode 5. And then Dengar?
I know Dengar.
Forlom.
What is Forlom?
Forlom and not a lot of people know unless you're super into the mother effing bounty hunters. Dengar, or Jesus Christ, Forlom and Zuckuss are 2 of the bounty hunters. They're like android looking mother effers.
Oh, okay.
So here we got Dengar or keep saying it, damn it, Forlom and Zuckuss from episode 5. So this is some creature dude, and then this is Forlom. It's like his android partner droid thing.
He's a C-3PO Death Sticks. Look at his chest plate. That's a C-3PO. That's a
jet black 3PO. But yeah, so now they're in the mix. So all of the bounty hunters from episode 5 now have new Black Series lines. So that's coming out. And one thing that I thought was really cool was Lando in disguise in Jabba's palace with that little mask thing.
Yeah.
They're coming out with that. That's pretty cool. I thought that was sweet.
I always thought that was one cringeworthy moment in the Star Wars universe.
Was that entire Jabba scene?
Well, the Lando, when he has his mask, and he looks through it like it's a fuck. Yeah, exactly. Han! Is that him?
Still a chance to wear a mask.
Still a chance.
Gotta save Han.
Got to. He ain't
Yeah,
gonna do it
that-
himself.
I don't want to shit on things or be pissed about everything, but for anyone that hates 7 or hates the prequels for some reason, go watch Jabba's palace scene in episode 6. Rethink your entire existence.
Jabba scene, the Nat, the Ewoks, like we're talking major shit.
That's why I play that stupid fucking annoying song while we were getting ready for the stream just to troll everybody.
And we're just being sour assholes, but
Yeah, I love it.
it's yeah.
I love it.
We do obviously have big news we've been playing the Battlefront 2 beta.
Yes.
So we downloaded it last week.
We
We're
can
playing it
rant
slowly.
and rave and bullshit about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're eagerly anticipating the trailer on Monday, so we can talk about that because that's like the biggest news we've gotten in a long time.
And we'll be going live hopefully Monday night to kind of discuss thoughts and generational isms. Guys, I make shit up. There's the name of the episode. What? Transistent Squad. Guys,
Transistent. What?
sour assholes. Sour assholes.
So yeah. What? Sometimes I feel like we interrupt each other more now than when you're in PA and we're on the fucking Skype call.
Why would you?
What? Stop it. So we've been geeked about the Battlefront beta. My anticipation leading up to it was pretty intense. I was really excited about it.
So show them your new thing.
Yeah, and now I've been back balls deep into video games, which I had taken kind of a break from just because I didn't know what to play. But I went out today. I got a new gaming monitor, which is
Right there.
Right there.
really good. And I was looking for a new controller for a while, and I found this motherfucking thing. What are you doing?
I'm playing.
This, which has like the original Xbox kind of green and gray colors, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So this is my new controller. And I gotta say, I don't want to try to convince people that my reliance on skill at video games is based on the equipment. But that new monitor makes a hell of a difference. And I was fucking slaying people in Battlefront today.
Yeah.
After and the brand new controller probably helps a little bit. Like there's no dead zone in the fucking joysticks and things. But I was going hard on those fuckers.
I saw how hard he was.
Pissed. Yeah.
No, I when I was looking for a new controller and I ended up with the sour dust, whatever fuck, sunburst.
You started that with sour dust. It's like dust from a fucking warhead.
But I was looking at this one, and for whatever reason, I was looking at it online, and it looked too weird. But seeing it in person, I do like the gray. I do like the gray a lot. Sour assholes.
He was low key shitting on that music. Yeah, I know. That's why I played it for you. Just for you. Gotta roll. It's date night, time to get hammered. Yes! I love hearing that. It's so fucking funny. What?
What is it?
He said, I gotta roll. It's date night, time to get hammered.
It's day night time.
Date night.
How can it be a date night time? Welcome to the podcast. Let's just dive right into Battlefront 2.
Ether. It's gonna piss you off every time I say that, and I'm just gonna say it on purpose. Ether. Ether.
I hate it. So pleasantly surprised. Anything? What are we gonna
surprised? I have been all the grumpy people that I complain about when it comes to Star Wars. That's who I've been as a player of the Battlefront beta. That's me.
I like it.
I'm the complainer squad pod.
There is obvious things that it just doesn't make sense. Like there's no squads, so you can't like team up. It doesn't feel like there's like no teamwork. You don't have to. It's really much closer to like a Call of Duty where you just can run in and shoot people. You don't really have to work as a team. And then there's no spawn points. You can't spawn on other people. You have to. It like starts you in a corner every time.
I'm shaking my head the rest of the episode.
Oh Jesus!
So,
but it's a fun game.
It looks good.
The maps are cool. I really enjoy the maps.
The maps are cool. The maps are well made.
It's smooth
there's
too
classes
for a beta.
now. It is very smooth. The shooting and things are very smooth. Guns feel pretty well balanced. I mean, it's not a terrible game. I think we're spoiled from Battlefield 4. And we also spent 2 straight years saying Battlefront 2 better come out and be just like Battlefield 4, but with Star Wars stuff. And I'm let down by, of course, it wasn't going to be exactly that, but
there's just key elements to Battlefield that they could have pulled, like the targeting, like the tagging system is such a simple thing.
Because it's DICE, especially. That's the most egregious thing, is that the fucking developer also made Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more complex than the first one was.
It's a much better game, period.
There's obviously there's 3 eras, 2 factions per era. Mm-hmm. There's 4 classes for each side. So that gives some more diversity to the game. So that's one big thing that they actually did right. So I'm happy with that. I'm sure we'll see more after the beta, but the weapons are not very diverse. There's just 2 per class. But again, I think that's just limited for the beta.
I do like the upgrades though. Those upgrade cards. It's kind of like It's like battle packs in Battlefield.
Yes.
So you can, and it's the same thing for the Starfighter. So, and that's what I've kind of latched onto because I think I'm trying to get into the game that what sets this game apart from all the other, like even the first one. So the
3 eras.
The Starfighter, or the 3 eras, so the characters.
That's the biggest one.
The maps, and I think the gameplay. So like the Starfighter Assault is different in this. And
I will say that is one big thing. Like Starfighter Assault is a great mode, and it feels really smooth.
And it's big.
And I've been terrible at flying games forever, but I was getting a little bit better today. But yeah, like it feels very smooth. And I think that's going to be, a favorite.
And it's cool because it's class specific, just kind of like the soldiers. If you want to be a specialist or assault or officer, you can have the regular TIE fighter, but the TIE Advanced or the what is it? Interceptor is available in the TIE Bomber. So you can pick your own thing and kind of run it and roll it and have fun with it.
I hope they add some more ships down the line. Is my only thing.
TIE Defender. I want to see a TIE Defender.
I don't want to complain the whole time, but I actually do. I don't want to complain.
It's missing a lot, but I still think it's a fun game. That's kind of where I'm at.
It's definitely fun. It's definitely fun. I just don't want. We're playing on console, Travis. Dunn. We're on Xbox. So if you have an Xbox, give us your fucking gamer tag, guys, and we'll play.
Holy shit, man.
What's that from, by the way?
This voice.
I hear you do that all the time.
Holy shit, you sons
And
of
Fred
bitches.
does it all the time too.
So our buddy Fred, we used to work at PetSmart, and he had a manager that slurred like this, and he'd get so pissed and he'd be yelling at you sons of bitches.
Sounds like there's radio static popping in every time you do that.
And he was telling me a story that that manager got so pissed because Fred and his buddies weren't working; they were just kind of fucking around.
Yeah,
it's like one of these days I'm gonna come in here with a shotgun and shoot your head off. Oh my
fucking
god!
Ridiculous
Just
voice.
the characters that you couldn't even make up. It has to be a real human being. You sons of bitches.
Oh goodness gracious!
It's unforgivable. Back to Battlefront.
The classic tangent.
So what do you like about the game? Like what are the major? Really?
The classes are important.
I'm glad they got rid of those. Like, let me go over here to pick up a Pokemon card so I can double up and level up. The point system's cool because as you go through, you can spend it on whatever you want.
Yeah, and it's reminiscent of Battlefront 2, which people like, is where as you do better in the game, you rack up points, and then the next time you get to spawn, instead of doing a normal soldier, you can spend the points to spawn as a hero, or get in a vehicle, or be like an upgraded kind of soldier.
Advanced trooper, yeah.
Which is reminiscent of the second one. Like, whoever's doing best in the game, once you get to X amount of points, you get to spawn as Obi-Wan, or whatever it is.
Right.
So that feels familiar to us, which is good. The thing that I don't like is, in order to get in a vehicle, you have to use those points in like a bonus fucking class to spawn as a tank or as a vehicle or as a starfighter on a map.
Mm-hmm.
I really just wish that there were vehicles on the map ready for anyone to get into. I can't fathom why they didn't put that in the actual game.
So we're going back to Battlefield 4.
Well, even Battlefront 2 though. You see a platform, there's TIE fighters there. You go walk up, press Y, and jump in it, or an AT-AT or an ATST or the turrets. Any of that stuff. I don't like the fact that you have to wait until you get some points to cash them in to get into a vehicle. Vehicles should be an integral part of the maps. That's one thing that, like, it's Star Wars. Like, it should feel more like a war. And like you said about the spawning stuff, like the spawn points are completely fucked. It makes no sense.
That just I feel like that's a no. Like, that makes so much sense. Why would you not do that? Like, I want to spawn. I just walked halfway across the battle.
Points.
Yeah. Well, even be able to spawn on people on your team.
I don't understand. I hope that they fucking fix that before the game comes out.
They're not gonna.
I don't play betas very often, so I don't know what is messed up just because it's a beta and that I can calm down about, or stuff that's literally not going to be in the game. And it's here in the beta, and this is what it's going to look like in the game.
I think this game is set. Like, they're not changing stuff. I think what all they're doing is making sure the game is smooth, it works, and they're working out the bugs for the beta.
I'm telling you right now that I know we keep ranting about the squads, but it's unforgivable. It makes it not fun to play with a group of people because you can't coordinate stuff together, because every time you spawn, it's random. You can't spawn on each other. Like, you can't go to specific spawn points.
Well, it takes a lot of, like, the tactical of parts of war out.
And it feels like a random mess of people just swarming each other and killing each other.
Yeah.
It just, it makes it more, it just makes it more random instead of tactical.
It is very closed-in war, too. I feel like even though the maps are big, there's so much shit in a way that like we look at like a Battlefield map. Like there's spots where you can roll. It makes sense for like a vehicle to roll in, and there's a lot of room to do that. And sometimes if you're running from point A to point B, you might be out in the middle of fucking nowhere in between points. This one, there's so much shit in the way that even like if you get into a vehicle, it's like, okay, all I can see is between these two buildings.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like there's no tactical points beyond that. Like I'm just gonna shoot whatever's in this alleyway until I turn around. In the Battlefield stuff, you can like if I'm in a tank, I can look the other way, look towards B, and be like, oh shit, there's another tank coming down here. Let me set up for that and like think about this. And there's it's very Call of Duty Star Wars that it's every man for himself. Even the point system, which we just said we liked. It's the exact same thing. I got 10 kills in a row, and I get a fucking airstrike, and blah, blah, blah.
I like it for certain things. I think it makes a lot of sense for the upgraded troopers and for the heroes. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Because you obviously can't get into a Darth Maul on the map and then run around. So it makes sense for that. But the vehicle thing is unforgivable. The vehicle should be there. It should be ready to roll. When you're in the Naboo thing and you spawn as the CIS, if you're invading Naboo, there should be a fucking array of tanks right there that you can jump in.
Yeah,
Salty about that.
I don't know.
The spawning stuff in the Takadana map is really obnoxious as well, because what happens if you haven't played it? It's this mode called Strike, and basically what happens is there's some item.
It's like demolition
that one team guards and the other team has to grab it from the enemy base and bring it back to their base. Makes sense. Yeah, there's modes like this before. Everyone knows kind of the feeling of it. So the item is in Maz's palace. All the resistance members spawn in Maz's palace. Cool, that makes sense. And the First Order spawns outside of it, obviously. But as soon as the match starts, everyone spawns there. And then from there on out, the spawning is totally random. And then as soon as the First Order grabs the artifact, or whatever it's called, then the resistance is randomly spawning back at the fucking First Order ship. How does that make any sense?
That doesn't.
They should be, like, Maz's palace is the resistance spot. They should be spawning there in multiple spots to protect the thing. And the First Order should be spawning back by their shit. It just makes, like, besides the gameplay mechanic, it just, like, canonically just makes sense for that to happen.
Well, it doesn't make sense.
Like, you got two sides.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense for them to all of a sudden spawn on the other side of the map in a war. Like, why? If you're defending a castle, then you're going to be in the castle. Yeah. Just because I enter the castle doesn't mean all of a sudden you're across the beach having fucking parties.
That was just, it blew my mind. That doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
Yeah.
Besides squads and spawning on your partner and command points, just that. Just as soon as the enemy grabs this, all the spawn points change, and now you're spawning in enemy territory. Like that stuff, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. So I really can't let go the squad stuff. And what happens too, by the way, so if you haven't played, once you pick your class, it takes you to a little screen and there's 4 spots and you're there and you have 10 seconds to spawn and it's trying to add other players into your group and you all spawn together.
Spawn what?
Spawn what?
You said spawn what?
Spawn point? Spawn what?
I don't know. Ether.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. What did you hear that you thought you heard?
I don't know.
Anyways, it puts you in a little group of 4, and before you spawn, it's waiting for other players to join this little group, and then you spawn together. Okay, well, we can't matchmake with our friends, so I can't make a fucking party of myself and 3 other people that are playing Battlefront so that we always spawn in that group of 4. It's completely random. So you click to spawn, you pop up there, and maybe 3 people show up, and maybe they don't. And then you spawn in a random spot that you have no control over. And once that happens, like, there's no reason for you guys to stick together. Everybody just runs their separate ways.
Is there not even like command posts to take over in any of the gameplay? That's so dumb. Because that's part of Battlefront 2, the original.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the game.
And it's the main game mode in all the Battlefield games. It's command points.
Yeah.
Capturing a command post. Command post is a fucking meme, for Christ's sake. For Anakin's sake. Please. It's a meme. Capturing a command post. Everyone knows that because we all played Battlefront 2. Well, 1 and 2.
The Empire has taken another command post.
We've lost a command post. I just can't believe there's only 5 game modes. So this is what has shown up on the menu. We have Galactic Assault, which is the one from all the footage that we saw on Naboo. So it's the longer one where you start in one phase and you have to protect this tank and then it blows up the doors and then you all go into the castle. That's one phase. And then once you break into the throne room, that's like the last phase on Naboo. So it probably varies from planet to planet.
I do like that aspect of the game though, how you can like work yourself through the the phases of a battle. Because the Starfighter Assault is the same way.
Yes.
Where you drive in on your goddamn TIE fighter. Driving on 40s. A 40-inch wheel. But you fly in and you take care of one thing, and then you got to take out the shield generator. So you do that, and then as you're doing that, you take out the fucking life support systems.
I don't know why that made me laugh. The shield generators.
But it's like
yes.
You can see the progression of the battle.
Yes.
And it gives you. It's kind of like Rush, not the band. But the Rush in Battlefield
fucking is variety.
So yeah, you take the 2 command posts and then you advance into the you work. Hey,
it is variety, just like you said.
I like it.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, the
single player is what I'm excited for too.
Travis Dunn says yeah. That campaign's gonna be sick. I
still stand by the actual like lasers, the guns. They work really well. I felt like in the first one. That like when you shot, there was like it took a second to actually like shoot the laser, and for it to get to the other person. The gunplay
is a lot better,
and you had to like aim ahead.
Yeah,
just engage it yourself, but you had no idea.
The gunplay is a lot better in this one,
especially in the Starfighter Assault too, because it actually gives you a little bubble to aim at, and if you're shooting at that bubble, you're leading the fire, and it So it doesn't like take away from the game. I think it really helps.
Yeah,
it really does help. So.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
So game modes, like I was saying, we have Galactic Assault, which is the big one. We have Starfighter, which is the only one that's in space. We have Strike, which is the one where you have to capture the thing and bring it to your base. We have Blast, which isn't in the beta, which is like Team Deathmatch. And then we have Heroes versus Villains, which was also not in the beta. So that one is going to be fun.
They better start adding more. And like as this game grows, I don't want them just to add maps. I want them to add gameplays. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe that there's only 5 game modes.
But Battlefield, that's what they did too. Because as you bought DLCs, it actually gave you more.
But even then, it started with like 15 game modes. Yeah. And then they added like 10 more.
It's very true, DICE. Way to roll the dice. You dumbus.
Ironic.
They can create Battlefield 4.
But not Battlefront 2.
But not Battlefront 2.
Got to think of the right phrase to make that meme out of.
Oh yeah, I'll think of it.
I think the single player is going to be cool. Oh, you know what's annoying as well is that the fucking co-op. It's co-op. It's old school co-op. You have to fucking be on the same Xbox split screen. You can't do co-op over the internet.
That's the dumbest thing I've heard since someone else said something dumb.
Listen, this is what I've discovered is that this whole new gen of games has trained people to know that when you play with friends, everyone needs their own Xbox. When you play multiplayer in any game, you need your Xbox with your characters, you match make with people, and you fucking play. And now all of a sudden we have the first split screen mode we've seen in like 5 years. What the hell?
You know how great of a game that could really be if it was you and I playing together co-op online, and it was just like we had to go and do a mission. Yeah. If it was a specific co-op mission,
like Spec Ops from Call of Duty,
fucking fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what they should do is also like a wave thing where like it's part of the co-op where you and I would just fight off waves of stuff.
Yeah.
And set up turrets.
Yeah.
And spawn points.
Yeah.
And kill.
That is one thing actually that they fucking lost from the first one. They had a ton of game modes. They had like 10 or more game modes on the first Battlefront.
The first new one?
Yeah, the one from 2015. Because they did have a survival mode on there.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Fuck, man.
I love that survival stuff. I love it. Come on, guys.
I am pissed about the fucking game.
It's a fun game, and it is still the beta. I don't know how much is going to change. I highly doubt anything. But we were talking a little bit about the single player. I think the it'll be fun because it's going to be very specific. You get to be Aiden Verso. Why is everything Verso?
Versio.
I hate it. Just name fucking.
She's a finance character.
Malcolm Chisenhall. I don't fucking care. Why does it always have to be?
Chisenhall sounds like a fucking like a town hall in Skyrim. All right, I gotta make sure I text myself the name of the episode.
Malcolm Chisenhall. I am very, very excited for the single player. I think it's going to take you into, well, obviously you're playing as an Imperial soldier. Aiden is part of the Empire, and it starts off where the Emperor's dead, and how do we move forward? So you can get direct orders from your
Fergular.
Turd Fergular.
Yes, keep going about Aiden and the Empire.
Well, they did have a trailer for the beta that because you couldn't actually play single player on the beta, it was locked.
Yeah.
But it did have kind of an extended trailer for that. Did you watch it? Where
I think it was the same one that they put online. So I think I've seen that. We were talking about the messenger droids.
The messenger droids with
carrying
the
Palpatine's message. Yeah.
I didn't think it was that complete of a trailer when it was pre-released, but on this one it was like
it was longer?
Yeah, it was like an 8-minute.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was pretty long.
I should watch that. I guess
I probably made that up. It is it is a little longer.
I probably made
but
everything up.
They show one of those messenger droids or whatever you want to call them, with the Emperor's face, and they talk about the exact plans that they're supposed to be going through, and the Emperor's dead. This is what you need to do.
Yeah.
And actually, something happens. Oh, she asks a question specifically about. Her orders
sweeps up.
Yeah, and it you're not authorized to know that shit, dude. It was kind of creepy.
It was. Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, the Emperor's still here or what? What's going on with
pretty
this?
much.
I got scared, but I'm excited because I think the gameplay. I think it's going to be a very personal game, and story because you. So I've already got through the them.
When.
We already got through. Well, you didn't. The Inferno Squad.
I didn't think it was that good.
Well, I never said it was, but so we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be cool to play as the Imperials because everything else, regardless, you always play as a fucking good guy.
Yeah.
The only thing, the only thing I can think of is like KOTOR, where you can obviously choose one way or the other. But if it gives you a plot and a path, it's always, we're going to be the rebels. We're going to be so good. We're going to all eat Twix after this shit. We're going to
fucking Twix. I haven't had in a fucking while.
I stopped eating the regular Twix, and I always get the peanut butter ones if I do pick them up.
I used to always get the peanut butter ones, but I haven't seen or had or even purchased or looked at a Twix of any kind for quite some years. It's been a while.
Cool.
They announced the new Thrawn book at NYCC.
Yeah.
Someone on Twitter was fucking freaking out. It's like, yet another book about a villain. This is great. It's like, are you kidding me? We've had a Vader and a Maul comic book, and we have Battlefront, and everything else has been goddamn from the perspective of the good guys. Every time, for 40 years of just good guys. Of course we need some bad guy focused shit. We need to see things from the perspective of the Imperials. It's important. We're going to make these big arguments about how Star Wars reflects real life or real politics or real conflict.
Real war.
From a certain point of view. We got to see the different fucking point of views.
And I am
all
wholeheartedly...
points of views.
All the other ones. All the views. I wholeheartedly agree. I think Star Wars was born as so black and white. And now we're finally getting to the Star fandom wars whores that we can actually see and what am I trying to say? Understand the Imperial side of things.
Yes.
And that's what that Inferno Squad book actually did for me. You got to see, they're not just like blood-sucking murderers.
Right.
They're people working for a government. They said these terrorists are shooting up people, which they are. They're blowing up Death Stars.
We watched it, yeah.
There's a lot of innocent people on the Death Star that were killed. If you really want it from a certain point of view.
Yeah, if you go back to fucking Clerks, Kevin Smith laid that shit out. Think about all those fucking contractors
some fucking
there.
intern was on, he was interning on the Death Star as a fucking 4-star chef. He's trying to get his culinary license, and he's over here in the goddamn Luke Skywalker business, comes up and fucks it. Now his family's all sad. Culinary arts. Jesus, he wasn't going anywhere. Todd.
I wonder how many chefs are on the Death Star.
Whole bunch. There's got to be a whole sector.
I want to know what the menu is on the Death Star.
Well, we got pancakes, and
I
they got a
wanna
little
know-
burnt section. It
they
looks like
gotta
a Death
have-
Star.
They got to have, different tiers of it, You got just like the random fucking gruel buffet for the soldiers. And then you have something a little nicer and fancier.
We got Christopher Wisdom in the chat room. He said, Thrawn's is the only point of view that matters. And then Travis Dunn said, +5 coolness to Christopher.
You win +5 coolness.
Bonus attributes.
Party bonus.
We partied out.
We've been
man.
all Wayne's World quotes all day. Bacon pancakes. Making bacon pancakes. Put the bacon in and make it in the pancake.
What is happening?
I messed it up. It's from Adventure Time. I've actually never seen the show, but I've only seen that video of the dog. He's just making bacon pancakes. And he has a song. And he does it. It's like looped.
You know what I just thought about when you said that? Because Adventure Time, I've seen a few episodes, and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
They got into an argument with a shadow on the wall who was throwing a party. It got fucking weird quick, but it's hilarious. I like with the shit that it doesn't make sense. But that reminded me of Uncle Grandpa.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That whole
That's
show
like a
is
Steve
ridiculous.
Brule cartoon.
It is. It's if you guys don't know what it is, go over. I'm sure it's on something. Search Uncle Grandpa.
Sure, it's on in something. It is on Netflix because that's where I saw it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And probably it's on YouTube.
If you
and
want
shit.
something that's so off the wall and so fucking weird and quirky, Uncle Grandpa is definitely one of them.
Mofos have also been saying that we need to watch Rick and Morty.
I have watched a couple episodes. It's really fucking funny. It's almost difficult to stay on track with it. And what I mean by that is there's so much that they throw in there that, like, as you watch, you can watch the same episode a couple times and still just be like, I didn't even fucking realize
I think
he
that's
said
the sign of something that's well made. It's
Yeah.
like when you watch it more than once and you don't get bored, but yet you realize and recognize stuff that you didn't the first time.
that. Yeah.
I think it's important. We need more of that shit. Pay attention to that shit. We were talking about the light and the dark side and the politics and shit a little bit. I'm really excited that it seems like the new trilogy, the sequel trilogy, is going more gray with the shit. It's not black and white. It's not good and evil. There are so many elements and so many influences on the characters and what they're deciding to do and how they're interacting with each other and affecting change in the galaxy. There's so many things that are happening. It's not simple enough to be just black and white. And I think they're really emphasizing that. And I think Luke is really going to be the cornerstone of this new style of the Star Wars movies that it's gray. There are good and bad elements in there, but it's not just good versus bad all the time.
Well, and
That's such
it's-
like an overused and like old school way to think about it.
It's so I'm having an epiphany right now. Because Star Wars, we could see it slowly changing to not even the current culture, but the current.
It always relates a little bit to the current.
Well,
climate.
current times, but I'm just talking like in a
zeitgeist.
movie realm.
Yeah.
Like we're getting into the past 10 years, movies have gotten very dark. Like people are dying in it. They get very gritty, bloody, gory. But I mean, they're in a kind of a dark realm now.
Yeah.
As opposed to like the 90s, everything was so bubbly and happy, and it was kind of a weird time. But we're seeing Star Wars where it started out in the 70s, where it was like hero versus villain and blah blah blah, and they took that, and then we got to the early thousands, and it was like action. Let's throw the shit, and then the prequels came on, and there's stuff blowing up. There's fucking clone armies and new shit, dude.
Every
ships and
shot
stuff.
is just so dense.
Well, right. And then now we're getting into the current Hollywood makers are pushing really dark into this stuff.
Yeah.
And Star Wars is kind of fitting that line, falling right into suit, especially with something like Rogue One where everybody died. Like,
Yeah.
30 years ago, if I said there was going to be a Star Wars movie where every single rebel died, you'd be like, bullshit. They don't die.
Rebels
They're
don't
rebels.
die.
They got to win.
Of course.
No, fuck you. I would have said that 30 years ago.
You would have gotten thrown in jail for that.
Only a
They weren't-
Sith
they wasn't
deals in
ready for it.
absolutes. I like it when a line between good and evil is so thin. And then it starts.
It's so important. And I know you're a big fan of DC, and I think that's reflected in that as well.
Well, and it
Especially with
starts.
Batman.
You start asking questions, and we've seen it in a DC universe where Superman starts asking his own like, "Why am I doing this? Should I help?" And those questions really start fucking with you.
And Batman's about to fucking murder a hero because he doesn't think that he's good for the overall good of the world.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Yes.
I love that line.
I love BVS.
And it legitimizes the evil guys like Luthor, where he was just scared. He's like, look, I'm on Batman's side. Superman's a fucking psycho. Let's ship this green shit in and get rid of him. Fuck it. Yeah. You got more than that Nickelodeon gack? Ship that shit in too. He don't like the color green.
Gack. What was the other one that was just the same thing?
Slime.
But a different name. Is that called Slime?
Yeah.
Thought it
I
was a
had
different
Nickelodeon
name.
gack, but I think there
I
was
had
slime
Gack
too.
Yeah. Gack. Fucking what a name.
Yeah.
Gack. Yeah. Very
Do you
wise.
have it? Global guts. I don't know if do you have it? You guys remember Do You Got It? Have It Guts?
I don't, but as soon as you said Global Guts, I started thinking of all the old fucking Nickelodeon stuff.
There's so much good stuff. I know this is Rogue Squadron Podcast and we're talking about Star Wars shit, but
Nickelodeon
I love
Squad
getting
Pod.
into some 90s retro stuff because the 90s were such an amazing, great time. Legends of the Hidden Temple. Are You Afraid of the Dick?
I saw a homeless guy with the Legends of the Hidden Temple shirt on.
That's sad.
I thought it was interesting that he had that shirt on, though.
Huh.
Like it was the parrot team or whatever.
Yeah. Purple
Can't
Parrots.
remember. Purple parrots, yeah. That's purple.
Silver Snakes.
Yeah.
Snakes. Goddamn snakes.
Shove the fucking snakes. man.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. Yeah, there's some very
So
classic.
good.
And even...
Floam. That was the other one that I was thinking of. Fuck yeah, Zakaris. Floam.
Oh, is that the more bubbly stuff?
Yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah.
sticky?
Like
yeah.
you would like squish it and it would like kind of like pop and crackle.
Yeah.
Remember the Floam? It's log.
Oh, it's Log. That's from Ren and Stimpy.
Oh yeah, the fucking commercials for the toy that was just a fucking log. That's hilarious.
Yep.
Big is beautiful. It's wood. Yes, I'm remembering that. And Salute You Shorts. Nostalgia always works, man.
Oh, yeah. Clarissa explains it all. I was balls deep into that. I like that. And Alex Mack, The Adventures of Alex Mack, she just turned into some silver goo.
Yeah,
She's just slimed.
slimed. I got slimed.
Oh, yeah. I could definitely talk about Pogs and goddamn Tamagotchis and
Digimon,
Digimon.
digital monsters. Digimon are the champions.
I got very slightly into Digimon. I never really went full on.
We figured out this hack for Digimon. So you know how you had to raise and train your character from like start to finish. And then you would battle them and shit, but you couldn't really start over or like reset or anything like that until your thing died and you started from scratch with someone new. Well, you know when you get those electronic things and they have a little tab in them, and in order to activate it, you have to pull the tab out.
Yeah.
So what we did, we would take like postcards and we would cut little strips of them. We would stick them in there and yank them back out, and it would reset the entire Digimon. So we would start, and it's kind of random at first. So we would start with like the baby goo, and depending on what Digimon it turned into, it was like, oh, I don't want that one. I'm just gonna reset. We kept trying again. We would like fucking hack the thing to get the most powerful Digimon.
Physical hacking of the Tamagotchi Digimon.
And I thought about that because when I had that model of the TIE silencer, it has like sound effects and shit. And it had one of those little tabs in it. Like once you put
Yeah.
it together, you got to yank that little plastic tab out for it to activate. And I was like, fucking Digimon. That's all I could think of.
Battle Porgs.
Battle Porgs?
Yeah.
Should be Battle Porgs. Fuck this Porg thing. Why are people so obsessed with the Porgs? It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. Double Dare, yeah. I guess I get it. So maybe people back in the day loved Ewoks a lot more than we think. As soon as that fucking porg showed up on the behind the scenes reel, Twitter freaked the fuck out.
I don't have an
There's
issue with
porgs
them.
on every Star Wars profile I've ever seen.
I don't have an issue with them. They can exist. They're cute. They're fun.
Yeah.
If they save the fucking day, I'm going to walk the fuck out.
But everyone's like, they're more excited about the porgs than they are about Kylo.
Because people don't understand. They don't have an imagination where, even though Kylo is a kind of a whiny bitch, there's a reason for that. Even Snoke says, "Bring Kylo Ren. It's time to complete his training."
Motherfucker ain't done yet.
And if it's true, Kylo was the one that went mad and killed a bunch of fucks.
I learned something interesting.
I want to know more about the Knights of Ren. That's something that's been kind of in the background that, it was talked about and then it's just been left.
Yeah. All right. Embarrass Squad Pod right now. We haven't read all the new canon stuff. I have trouble reading the Star Wars books.
I can't read.
I never learned how to read. Not because they're bad. I barely have time to read as it is. And you can see I got a million fucking books over there. I only read half of them.
There's like 20.
That's a fucking good amount over there.
Okay. Keep talking.
We haven't read all the canon. There's things that we're missing. We propose theories and fan goodness on this show. And Boxerless Bosk will tweet us and say, everything you just said, that happened in another book. Fucking read the shit.
Come on.
So I've been going back and I've been watching through plot summaries and some Star Wars Explained videos about the canon books. A little bit at a time. He does a canon update once a month. Canon update. Here's all the comics. Here's the Lego bullshit. Here's the new novels that come out. Here's how it affects everything. Makes it really concise and succinct to catch the hell up on Star Wars canon, which, as we know nowadays that Disney has it, there will be a fucking canon element in a kid's book about Chewbacca that affects things. And I'm not going to read everything. I'm not going to buy everything. I can barely read anything as it is. So anyways, all this to say, there are some new information that has come to light on this fucking theories and shit that we've had. So
Okay.
Bloodline, the novel, takes place 6 years before Force Awakens. In the novel, Han and Leia are still together. And in the novel, Ben is not Kylo yet. He's still on the light side. He's still a normal dude training under Luke. But they both have not disappeared, but like are pretty much out of reach. That's what starts the whole thing about. I couldn't say starts for a second. That's what starts the whole thing about Luke being like missing or whatever. So that means a max of like 5 years that Kylo has been seduced by Snoke or turned to the dark side or started like getting info about Darth Vader and wanted to like change his ways or switch or ditch the Jedi. That's such a small amount of time, which adds weight to the fact that of course Kylo is not a perfect enemy and a perfect villain in Force Awakens. He's conflicted.
He's not supposed to be, though.
He lived like 25 years as a solo kid and as a Jedi trainee under Luke. Why'd I say trainee? Fucking Padawan under Luke. And like obviously naturally on the light side. He's got a Skywalker and a Solo as a parent. And in only a few years has he turned and become evil. And all this shit happens. And then people expect him to be as cool and as put together and collected as Darth Vader is in episode 4. Fuck no, man.
Yeah.
It just legitimizes the fact that he's a little whiny bitch.
People just were expecting Darth Vader 2.0, and it was the complete opposite. And
It's a funny argument, though, because how can you expect Vader 2.0 but be pissed that you watched A New Hope 2.0? How can you expect... What the fuck? That's such a paradox. Ironic, as Palpatine would say. How can you expect the updated version of A New Hope, but then bitch and moan when you get an updated version of A New Hope?
How do you think Darth Vader sneezes?
Doesn't.
This filtration and everything's fine?
If he does, it wouldn't affect the breathing.
Would
though.
you feel weird if you were a stormtrooper and Vader's walking, he got mad and choked some guy who's walking to me and went, achoo! And walked in?
It would just be, well, just
like,
get a...
do I say bless you or walk the fuck away?
Just get a soundbite of what James Earl Jones sounds like when he sneezes. So that's what he sounds like.
That's how he sounds.
That's one interesting thing about
He
Vader
sneezes
is that
painfully. That's how he sneezes.
definitely painfully.
Achoo! Fuck! That hurt!
The breathing sound
Chafing.
doesn't... chafing my eyebrows. I think it's chafing my eyebrows.
I swear!
The breathing does not interrupt the his voice. If you notice, I'm sure everybody has if you're a big Star Wars fan. But
No, that's a good point.
He talks, and the breathing is happening behind him talking. Like he doesn't have to stop and pause to breathe. Like the fucking machine is running his respiratory system, and he's just talking.
No, that's a very good point. I've never really thought about that.
Yeah.
So it's like the fucking machine, the phone mouse,
the phone
pad,
booth
the
chest.
phone booth chest, the recordless wireless device
Recordless.
is actually pumping air directly into his lungs or some shit.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to worry about it. It's just I'm always refreshed.
Right.
I'm never
I wonder
out
if
of
it
breath.
adapts, like if he's fucking doing laps and shit to try to get in shape. If the
He could just turn it up.
machine rev it up, and it sounds like an iron lung or fucking some shit.
It sounds like a fucking steam train going by. Who was that? That was Vader. He's doing laps, trying to keep up on his cardio.
Don't mention it. He's pissed.
Don't mention it. He don't like it. Yeah, very interesting.
I'm so happy that the movies are moving towards this whole gray, unsure what is going on. What's the good guys? What's the bad guys? Like, just makes me really happy that that's a big leap for Star Wars.
Well, especially coming from the prequels, because where everything was explained. So now it's like, well, who is this guy? How does he know the Force? Why is he being a bitch?
Right.
How did Ren learn fucking stasis? Like how? He's had fucking 3 years of nonsense training with Snoke.
Well, stasis could be necessarily light side power as well.
Very true. Valid point. I like it.
Yeah, it's not like
It kind of is actually on KOTOR. I think stasis is a
stasis
or
and
it's a gray.
stasis and stun droid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What if Trader draped? I can't fucking speak. I had enough. Oh, okay.
What if Vader vaped?
I can just see the smoke. Guys, thank you guys
I
for
could see
fucking
the
around.
s'mores pouring out of his mouth. He wouldn't have to vape himself. He would just like install a little fucking vaporizer into his chest plate phone.
Yeah, a vape cartridge.
And it would just vape itself for him. Vape himself for it. Vape itself for him. Vape himself for himself.
He'd be vaporized. Vaped.
No disintegrations.
No disintegration. I've altered the deal.
Pray, I don't want to do any further.
Yeah.
While I'm thinking about episode 8,
What do you think about?
that's one reason I'm pissed about the beta, about the game, Battlefront 2. I feel like one thing that they're doing really well is that they're pouring a lot of energy and time and money and resources and production and efficiency into the movies. Obviously, the movies have always been and will always be the pillar of what Star Wars is. And movies are, some of the biggest creative productions that humans do. Movies. So it's important. But I feel that they are putting such effort and such perfectionism into how they're making the movies. And even Kathleen Kennedy being not happy with who the directors are. Like, the quality of the film cannot suffer. So if you're not working well, you need to get the fuck out. They're being so particular about that, but with all the other aspects of the Star Wars things, they don't care as much maybe. Or maybe they can't allocate enough resources to it or something. I'm referring specifically to Battlefront. Why wouldn't you take such time and attention to detail to make the most thorough game about war in Star Wars that you possibly could?
Yeah.
Fucking lazy as shit, man.
I'm wondering if it's just the money machine. They don't care. Disney.
There is some element to, obviously, we spent $4.5 billion on this shit. We need to get some money back.
They got, half of it back with between 2 movies.
I know.
And it's not talking,
I know.
video
I
game
know.
sales and all the other pop bullshit.
And that's where, I understand that there's a business element that goes into it. And it's anything that we license with Star Wars is going to get bought and make us money. I get that. But I would hope as a creative enterprise that they're trying to balance making their money back with the integrity of the fucking creation that they're putting out there. And I would say besides movies, that video games are probably the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Also, where's fucking KOTOR 3?
Books are probably, they're probably quite a bit for.
They don't sell as much as video games.
Yep. People don't read.
So,
Lack of diversity has ruined the creativity. I don't think I diversity in the game, possibly, but I don't think in the Star Wars universe, they've been pretty diverse so far.
If you're talking about the video game, I agree with you 100%. If you're talking about just the new canon Star Wars in general, I would probably say no. They've been pretty diverse. We've been risky enough.
They've been very risky, actually.
Yeah.
I've been happy with the movies. Like, even if you hated Episode 7, like, there's a lot of extra shit that they put in there. They created new worlds. They blew up a goddamn system.
Yeah, the whole system.
They introduced a lot of different species. Maz is a fucking crazy gray Jedi, basically. Just a force-sensitive fucking bartender. She knows. She already is making your drink before you order it because she knows.
That's the best job that you could have.
Yeah.
Force-sensitive bartender.
You better tip me more. Oh shit.
You know through the Force this guy's not going to tip you, so you just make him shitty drinks all night.
Mm-hmm.
Or don't give him shit. KOTOR 3 for sure. Yeah. Hashtag KOTOR 3. Yeah. So D. Smith did say that EA obviously has the license to make Star Wars video games.
That might be the issue.
Yeah, but EA they're a publisher and they own a lot of fucking shit now. Like they own BioWare now. So where's Drew with BioWare making fucking KOTOR 3?
Where? We'll ask him. Send him an email.
Graham. We have to go through some actual channels to try to get him back on the show, by the way. We have to go through EA publicity or
That's
PR
fine.
to fucking do that shit.
If you guys are new to the show, you guys can head back over. We did an interview with Drew Karpyshyn, the lead writer, storyteller, fucking great, awesome human being of the Mass Effect series, KOTOR, so Revan, and the Darth Bane books.
Yep.
And he's done his own thing outside of that. So he's actually responsible for a lot of fucking content in the Star Wars universe. It's all Legends now, but he was kind of the one who created Revan, stuff like that. And then Bane was already created prior to in a small comic book.
Yeah.
But really nothing was said about him. So he took that and kind of created the whole and just went wholeheartedly. So, and if you're a big Mass Effect fan, obviously, you guys want to head back there. And we discussed some in-depth stuff about how did you come up with, what was your inspiration for Mass Effect? How did you do this? Why did you write it like this? What did you mean in the Revan book when he did this? Shut the fuck up. Head on over there. You should be able to just, if you want to go to the website, roguesquadronpodcast.com, you can click on interviews, right? Or extras?
No, it's in the podcast feed.
It's in there.
If you're on iTunes, just scroll down. Just look for Drew.
Drew Karpyshyn.
If you search up Drew Karpyshyn on iTunes, I'm sure it'll come up.
Hell yeah.
Quickly.
So, welcome to the Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, Drew was a cool guy, and I was actually interested because it sounded like when we talked to him that he kind of got pigeonholed into writing the Revan novel.
Yeah.
Like he himself didn't want or plan on doing the novel because of the nature of the game where you get to pick between dark side and light side and all the decisions and things. He didn't want to try to canonize a version of Revan that was
it limits
supposed
the
to be set in the story. It limits the character. But so he didn't necessarily plan on making Revan the light side married with Bastila. That wasn't the plan from early on. Or maybe there was no plan. But anyways, he ended up writing the Revan novel.
Maybe there was no plan.
There was no plan. There was no follow.
Drew Karpyshyn.
I can't explain what happened.
Love the Mass Effect except the final 15 of 3. Thank you! Where the fucking child Anakin is behind the whole plot system of everything.
Everyone's pissed about Mass Effect. I remember the madness when that game came out and people were
Listen, though. Because Drew Karpyshyn set everything up, but he was actually not a part.
That's true. He wasn't not a part of 3.
Of 3, so
only
you can't even yell at him about it.
And he wasn't a part. He wasn't.
You're something wrong. Twitched out, man.
He wasn't a part of the second KOTOR either.
Okay, well, I've had enough of that. Sometimes we talk some shit, and then the other times there's more shit. I can't
stop. Sometimes things get stuck in my fucking head. For anyone that saw Lord Kerner on episode 117, you realize that he said balls deep 37 times in the fucking one episode. Sometimes things get stuck in my head, and I can't not say it, and now my whole inflection is reflecting that fucking whammon.
You know what's it pisses me off is Kerner comes up with these one-word sayings, and it sticks in our entire group. Pissed, fucking smoke show, showed up.
Yeah, and it's part of everything.
But it's like we're
part of
waiting.
the culture.
We're waiting for him to come up with the next idiotic fucking word, so the rest of us can keep saying it over and over, even when he's not here.
Yeah.
I had enough.
Pissed about it.
Talk about it a little bit.
I'm pissed about it.
Oh man. All right, guys.
Oh, what the fuck?
What happened?
Here, talk to these guys for a second.
Hey guys.
I'll be right back.
Balls deep.
I actually, for the first time in a long time, have to take a break.
Oh man. Mopar's still fucking. I'm not sick, but I'm still getting through a fucking haziness of this shit. I do want to just give a shout out to everybody. Bro, give me that Rex though. Man, we already chose the winner. Amber was the winner of the Rex. Yeah, I'm actually jealous. I'm not a collector by any means. I'm not balls deep like fucking Commander here. He's got pops and books and fucking shit everywhere. I do like it. It's cool, but I'm just. It's a hard sell for me. I don't like spending money on stuff like this. I'm a little frugal with my money. So I can buy like fucking sports cars and crazy stupid shit that I don't need. So. And Mopar. I'm going to go buy a fucking Hemi Challenger is what I'm going to fucking do. Now we did, I want to give a shout out, and it's unfortunate I don't see a name here, but we did get an email text from a new listener. Said, "Oh my God, I love you guys. I'm listening for the first time. Walking home from work. I found you on Google Play Music app. You are keeping me company. LOL, have a good night." I don't have a name here, but we appreciate you tuning in. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. What do you think about Pacific Rim 2 trailer? Man, I don't even know what that is. And I'm not even kidding. I'm not up to date on movies. So I apologize.
I'm pissed.
I have a lot of catching up to do. It takes me a long time to like get psyched.
Petronella.
It gets psyched. I know he missed the fucking giveaway.
Oh shit. I'm sorry, man.
I'm not. Fuck him.
Fuck you.
He's been,
DM us and then we'll send you some shit.
Send you something.
Just not the Rex.
Send you kisses in the mail. You said that one time,
I
and
know.
it's hilarious. Where'd
I
you
know.
get that from?
No, I made it up.
Are you serious? That's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
We were talking about trolls.
Send
You
you
better not troll me. I'll send you kisses in the mail.
That's hilarious. I thought that was like a saying. That's fucking hilarious.
No. All right, let's punch back in this shit.
All right, we're going
What
live.
else we got going on? Nothing until the trailer.
No, this might be somewhat of a shorter episode just because we're getting ready for the trailer. And I want to bust out another
A few rounds of Battlefront.
couple rounds, and then we'll go out for the rest of the night. If you guys are local, we really, truly, we'd love to hang out with you guys. And obviously, I'm out of town now, but and whenever we're
You
back,
seem to end up being back at least like once a month almost. Or once every other month.
Yeah, so, and we try to just come back regardless, but.
I couldn't help myself. Sorry.
All right. Oh, man. All right, guys.
I'm pissed about it.
What about? I'm pissed. I'm pissed too.
That's like you said about Kerner's fucking one-word phrases.
He just comes up with this. He'd just be like,
I
SmackDown, and then for the next fucking 2 years, we're like, oh man, SmackDown on that. Cash it in.
replace pissed with words and sentences where it doesn't make sense. Or if I have nothing to say, I just say pissed for no reason when no one's pissed and I'm not mad and nothing's happened.
You're home alone. You're watching a great movie, and you're like, pissed.
We were doing that. We left the fucking taco place earlier today. We were driving back and there was a lull in conversation for a few seconds. No one said anything with me and my wife, and I was just like, pissed.
That doesn't even.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's unforgivable.
Thank you, Kerner. I'm balls deep in your goddamn sayings. And I fucking missed him. Dakota just got back from movies. Did I win? You won something.
It was nothing good, but
It
you won
wasn't.
something.
It wasn't the clone Captain Rex, but you won something. So DM us or email us your P.O. box, and we will mail order you.
Your post office box.
We'll send you a mail order Twi'lek in the mail.
I'm not paying for that shit.
They're free. They're slaves.
Discrumdum, hey, ain't worth it.
Discrumdum. That's your new name, which I love. I fuck his name up all the time, and I think it's hilarious.
Dakota Jones.
Squadron Jones.
What?
Squadron Jones.
I think that's it. I've had enough. I'm ready to just chill. Thank you guys for tuning in.
There's something big until the
Monday.
I just said Battlefront because
Monday.
I'm thinking about Battlefront. Until The Last Jedi trailer comes out, which if you're listening to this and you're not live with us, is tonight. It's like later tonight on Monday. So you better fucking tune in and figure that shit out. And if you're listening to this after the trailer has dropped, remember that tickets are now available for the movie and for our event that we're doing at Gateway Film Center for The Last Jedi, VIP shit. You're going to get a poster. You're going to get some beer. You're going to get to hang out with us, play some Battlefront, play some X-Wing, get some giveaways, win some more shit. Amber is hereby prevented from any giveaways because she's already won everything we've ever done.
Yeah. You have been banned from the
You
squad
are the
pod.
luckiest squadron member of all time.
Yeah. Which, hey.
Shit, it was randomized. I had no control over that. If I had control over it, I would have given it to Dakota Jones.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck. But Amber's got it.
Amber's got some luck. She's
From a
just
certain
using
point of
the
view.
force to fucking convert me to pick her name for the Rex.
She's like Qui-Gon with the fucking die. She's like, she's just like, and stop.
That's what we need. I need to get a chance cube for fucking future giveaways. Chance cube here.
We're not getting a chance cube.
Sorry.
Happen chance. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you are just listening to this on audio, you can head on over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and you can catch us live. It'll give you a notification if you're subscribed. So if you guys want to tune in and message us as all these other dungles do on a regular basis, stop it. We would greatly appreciate it. We'd like hearing back from everybody. So head on over to YouTube, Rogue Squadron Podcast, subscribe on there. And one final shout out to Patreon page, Rogue Squadron Podcast. Just search us up. Any little bit, it helps us out a lot. Pay for these goddamn drinks, and move the podcast forward. Commander's been doing a great job sending out more and more videos, and we are doing special Patreon videos and special Patreon events and special Patreon message boards. And so, if you want to be a part of that group, head on over there and get it done.
And you'll get to read my poorly composed script for a KOTOR prequel movie that I wrote in high school.
I remember us getting into it, and I want to keep it.
I got some notes on there
Locked
too,
up,
which
yeah.
you'll see. Yeah.
But I do remember us talking about how Malik got his jaw mask thing. So
You guys are actually lucky. That is the one thing that I actually have printed out and saved. I wrote that. I wrote an actual book version of KOTOR. Like I picked one timeline and one like decision making version of Revan and made it canon in my own head and wrote like a book about KOTOR. I wrote a Darth Bane follow-up fucking fan
really?
thing. I wrote a bunch of shit back in the day, and I unfortunately don't have any of it except for this Revan fucking screenplay that I printed out for some reason.
that's funny because I did a little writing too, and I think it was probably along the same time you and I just started doing stupid shit. I always wrote like horror stuff. I remember one I wrote a little like small short story. It was about a girl named Lucy, and she was super hot, and she was like a demon, like a walking demon, and it was supposed to be Lucy, and she would just like draw people in and just fucking take over or like just possess them.
Possess them after banging.
Well, or using, her sultry ways to, connuption foot. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is enough of that. Rogue Squadron Podcast.
Remember,
What is this, episode 119?
119.
That's
Also,
so much. So many. So how?
Battlefront 2 beta is happening right now, and then the game is going to come out. So remember, if you're on the Xbox, let us know. You can add us. We can play together. We can't because matchmaking sucks and there's no squads. But
We're not adding you unless you're on
we
the
can
Patreon.
play together.
You can be patrons, and then we'll add you.
We'll add the patrons to the fucking shit.
Hell yeah.
Just
I'm
be happy.
pissed, Nick. and
Kerner
Kurt.
popped in at the end. Oh my god.
I'm just end it now.
We were just talking shit about you.
We were
so
just going a half mile at a time. Shut it down.
fucking.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in if you guys live with us. Kerner literally stopped in 10 seconds before we shut it down. So everybody can yell at him. Smoke show, shut it down. Fucking cashing in. Showdown.
What a dangus.
What a drungus. So
I had an idea. Do you want to record a promo for a few different things, and at the end of the episode, we don't have to do any promos at all, and then I'll just like shuffle them?
no, I'd like to do it
Like to do it
personally.
live?
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
That sounds nice, but I like to be able to change stuff up because I feel like once we do something, it's gonna change, and then we have to re-fucking do it again and change it all. So we'll do it live.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate everybody spending time with us on their fucking Saturday night.
Congrats to Amber for winning yet something else awesome.
Welcome. So everybody's been awesome.
We love you.
Well, he loves you. I'm still feeling you out.
Parts indifferent.
Indifferent about
We
you.
will, if you are pissed that you didn't win, we will be doing more and more giveaways and things. I like your shirt, my dude. It says Ladiest Lady. It's a pretty cool name.
Ladies. I like my shirt.
Mine?
No, it's got to be the Bagheera fucking devil child.
How did Malik lose his jaw in your story?
Don't tell him. It's for patrons, members only.
You got to read the script, man. It's a pretty cool fucking thing.
I'm gonna be pretty locked down on this stuff because I do want it to be for the patrons to feel special.
Violent fellatio.
Jesus Christ. Dakota needs to calm down. Put the beer down. Go take a nap. Take some seltzers.
Riley, you popped in. We stopped recording right now. You popped in.
Oh man,
I spilled beer myself.
cool shirt, my dude. Oh, I punched my beard. That's how pissed off.
All right, we're about to play some Battlefront. So
We're getting on. We're getting off.
Y'all can fuck around for a second.
I'm not getting off.
All right, friends. Thank you so
guys.
much for tuning in. We love you.
We got finished.